Joining us right now is our friend John Bates, Commander's tight end.
KB.
Making time for us. John, what's up, dude? How are you?
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Doing good, man.
Look, man, that's a tough game Monday night. You go into Kansas City, that atmosphere is crazy. You guys are right there in the first half. Second half, it gets away from you. How do you handle kind of flushing a loss like that?
Yeah, it's one of those things that you just have to, watch the film and learn and figure out what you did wrong or what could have done better and move on fast. Obviously, it was kind of a tale of two half games where he came out and relatively started hot and was going into half at, really 0-0. And then second half just didn't come out as strong and explosive and didn't move the ball as well. And so it's just one of those things that you got to live and learn fast and move on to the next one because there's no going back at this point,
Yeah, that's true, man. What are some of the things that you know that are more easily corrected that you saw the differences from the first half and the second half?
Yeah, I think easily correctable things is, just alignment assignment stuff. We had a few things that even in the first half, whether it's maybe someone not, executing or someone maybe, not doing their assignment the right way or going to the right guy on a pointer, just the simple stuff like that, stuff that is all controllable within, our preparation and how we go about our week and going into the game. And so little things like that. And then I think, too, just being able to push the tempo like we did in the first half, just got to be able to do that for an entire game. And so, like I said, we'll live and learn and move forward and try to make those corrections coming into this week.
John, it's different from one year to the next in a season and things of that nature. Things worked out perfectly for y'all last year. This year, it's not like it was last year. You're getting a lot of injuries and things like that. What's been the mindset of the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we're still a resilient team. Obviously, we've been a little bit banged up this year, and things haven't gone quite our way, in ways that we would hope. But I still think that we have a team full of guys who are resilient and still, are a connected brotherhood. And we're not going to flinch when we get into tough situations. We've done it before, and we know how to handle it. And that's just the way to go about it. And so, we might be dug in a little deep right now, but I think everyone still looks at this as a challenge ahead and something that we want to get fixed and turn around.
John, what, if anything, can you draw on a 3-game losing streak last year where you guys came out the other side and got red hot again?
Yeah, man. I think just being able to understand that that's just kind of, sometimes that's the ebb and the flow of a season. Sometimes you start off hot and then you get cold and then you get hot. And it's just one of those things where a little bit of a, not a slump, but, things just haven't gone our way and we haven't been able to execute to the best of our ability. And so now we have an opportunity going into November to start fresh and really go out there and play to the best of our ability and, make the sacrifice to work harder, whether it be the weight room, on the field, in the training room, in film session, whatever it is. And so we just got to be able to go into a fresh mindset into November and, start stacking away some wins.
Talking with John Bates, Commander's tight end, here on the Rude Guest Hotline. You can follow John at JJohnBates on Twitter and Instagram. I'm curious, man, because certainly fans and definitely one local radio host named Chris Russell make a really big deal about the difficulties that a short week presents. For you as a player, how big of a deal is a short week? Does it make a huge impact?
I mean, it's, I think any player and coach would say it's not ideal because it's not the normal amount of preparation and, time that you get in a normal week, but it's just it's the cards that were dealt and it is what it is. And there's, nothing that you can do about it. And so, as a player in a mindset, it's just how fast can I recover and turn my body around from the previous game and get it feeling good. And, there's no time to look back or feel sorry for yourself because every single team in the NFL has the same issues. Everyone has short weeks, and so we can't make any excuses on our front. It's just how fast can you turn around and get feeling better as quick as possible.
Yeah, that's all. That's the way I always looked at it. If the other teams got to do it, we got to do it. Doesn't make that big of a difference. But as you start looking towards the game this weekend, another night game, do you feel any differently if you're playing a night game, day game, or is it just it is what it is?
Honestly, like I've always loved night games. Obviously, high school you play underneath the lights. College at Boise State. Played a ton of night games there too, and so it's just one of those things I've always been kind of used to, and I think there's just something special about playing underneath the lights, and especially in a prime time game. But Seattle's playing really good ball right now on both sides of the ball, offense, defense, and so we just got to come out there prepared and ready to go. 4 or 5 rounds with these guys.
Talking with John Bates here on the Rude Guest Hotline. You're a Pacific Northwest guy. I know in baseball you told us you root for the Cardinals, I believe, the St. Louis Cardinals, because your pop was a Cardinals fan. Who did you grow up rooting for in football?
I didn't necessarily have like a dominant team growing up. I guess I was just kind of more into players. Broncos were always a big team where we were at. Obviously, the Seahawks were a big team. My brother was a big LaDainian Tomlinson fan, so he liked the Chargers a lot growing up. So we were just more like players and stuff like that we followed in our house.
Gotcha. And you mentioned Boise there. I'm curious, what was it like playing on that blue turf? It's become fairly iconic for Boise State.
Totally.
What's even like a recruiting visit the first time you go see that, and it's just so distinct?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's super cool and unique atmosphere. Obviously, it's a little bit different than your green artificial turf, but it's one of those things that you get used to real fast. I mean, I think the one big thing that people don't realize is being on watching it on TV is almost blinding sometimes, because I don't know if it's the camera effect or what, but it makes it really hard to watch sometimes on TV. But when you're in person and see it in real time, it's not as brutal on the eyes as you think. But man, it's just a special place to play. Boise State football is everything around that community and that place, and so strong crowds every single week and a very loyal fan base who loves their football team. So it's a fun place to play, man. That's
cool. Dude, one thing I did want to ask you about is the Commanders' run game. You guys were running the hell out of the football. So you played 8. The first 4 weeks, you guys were really running the ball well. Over these last 4 weeks, that the numbers have gone down. Now, have there been other factors? Terry and Debo miss time. Jaden misses time. There's been a lot of other factors. What do you guys do to get the run game back on track?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm watching the film the last couple of weeks. Teams, recognize that we've been trying to run the ball, and it's been kind of what we've been leaning on the last month or so. And, the last few games, Dallas and Kansas City have had great defensive game plans and in place to try to stop the run and doing different things up front, whether it be movement, blitzing, different stuff like that. Put 8 in the box to try to slow us down, and so really at this point we just got to be able to counter and adjust a game plan and account for that, and so that's really the biggest thing.
And then the only other thing that I feel like you're not much of a social media guy. How much of fan feedback when things are running cold do you take in or allow yourself to even kind of be aware of?
Yeah, man, I don't pay attention to any of that because
great move.
Obviously, you want your fan base to be as happy as possible, but really at the end of the day, their opinions and what they're saying has absolutely nothing to do with our performance and what we're doing, and it's completely irrelevant, to be honest with you. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is what we do in the building and what we control, and at the end of the day, we know that the work that we put in throughout the week, and we go out there, and obviously we're trying to do our best and win every single game, and sometimes things don't go our way, but that doesn't waver us from the way that we work and the way that we get down and how we go about our business. And so, I don't pay attention to any of that. I think it is what it is, and people are going to have their opinions and do whatever. But I know that whatever we do in this building is all that matters.
And I think what you're saying, man, and that's exactly how you have to think, because, and it's not a knock, it's not trying to dismiss, but can't be concerned about all that stuff. You got to, the people in the building got to believe in each other. And if that happens, can't worry about what the other people say outside at all.
Exactly. It starts with yourself and having belief in yourself and the confidence in yourself, and starts there first and foremost, and then bleeds throughout the team and that confidence and that energy. And that's all you can do. And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Dude, so last thing for me, last week we were all, or hell, 2 days ago, we were all in Kansas City, and Kansas City's so well known for its barbecue. I know I had barbecue.
I ate a lot.
2 days in a row. B did. A lot of people did. I know you guys probably got out there Sunday afternoon. You get some free time to go out to dinner or whatever you do Sunday night. Did you make a point to go find a KC barbecue spot?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Cosme and I, we went to Jack Stack. We actually got it after the game too, but went down there, got a ton of food.
So who all went?
They did say that the barbecue people would normally feed the visiting
post-game
team. Yeah.
So Sunday night, who was it? You and Sam? Like, who was the crew?
Yeah, it was just me and Cosme that went out. But we.
What did the two of you get? Like, what is that order like?
Oh, man, it was insane. We were both starving. We got like 2 like the 3 meat meals, so 6 meats right there, and then we got another 2 meat meal with on top of that, and then each one of those came with like 2 sides each. So we got like beans, coleslaw, bread, mac and cheese.
What were the 8 meats?
Oh shoot, we had about it all. Brisket, chicken, sausage,
burnt ends,
baby back ribs, beef ribs, burnt ends. I'm missing a couple too. And then we had some shrimp too.
Shrimp, way to mix it up.
Yeah, and then we finished it with some like warm carrot cake, and Jack Stacks has the best carrot cake I've ever had in my entire life. I mean, amazing. Warmed up, fresh, like hot frosting on, like smothered on top. Oh man, I was like full until like noon the next day.
How much food was left on the table between the two of you?
We honestly, the only thing that was really left was like a little bit of carrot cake, just because it was so sweet. But that was pretty much it. We killed the rest of it.
You are 2 big men. That's a lot of grub.
That's a lot of food.
8 meats, probably 8 sides, and those are the big sides too. And the carrot cake. I'm proud of you, dude. That's strong work.
Oh yeah. Still got a little bit of big food eating right there.
Helps to have the Monday nighter, so you get all day Monday to kind of let it work through.
For sure.
All right, John. We appreciate you, John. So a late practice today. What does that do to your schedule?
Yeah, no, it just pushes everything back a little bit. DQ's great, because we got back at like 4 o'clock in the morning the other night, so just gives the guys another opportunity to sleep in a little bit another day, and kind of get yourself prepped and ready this morning with a little flush lift, whatever, some recovery, and get the guys ready to go.
All right, man.
All right, Jay.
Appreciate your time. We'll see you this afternoon.
Appreciate you guys. See ya.
Cool, man.
All right. John Bates, Commanders tight end. He and Sam Cosme ate what sounds like a whole damn cow on Sunday night in Kansas City.
I think I eat a lot of it just like them.
Plus a little carrot cake. I like carrot cake. You like carrot cake, B?
Yeah.
I don't always think to order it, but when it's around, I'm like, hell yeah, I'll eat carrot.
I'll definitely eat carrot cake.
Are there carrots involved in that cake at all?
Yeah.
There got to be, right?
It's carrots in carrot cake.
I would hope so.